Hey guys, Fatiguu here, and today I bring you footage of my guild downing Halfus Wyrmbreaker for the first time. It was quite the exciting night of raiding in the Bastion of Twilight. We decided to go into this fight dry. We did not look up any strategies except for what the Drakes do, and I will get into that kind of special stuff after I talk about the general abilities of Halfus Wyrmbreaker. So, Halfus Wyrmbreaker, he has trapped these dragons in the Bastion of Twilight, and I don't believe you can facepull him, but what you do is you can go up and talk to these dragons that are imprisoned, and they'll say, "Oh, free me, and I'll do this buff for you." Like it's their abilities of what happens after you kill them. Because when you start the fight, you free the dragons. Halfus enslaves them, and you have to then fight them. But once you break their mind control chains and essentially kill them, he gives them a special debuff. So the three drakes we had were the Netherscorn, Slate Dragon, and the Time Warp Dragon. So we took out the Netherscorn and the Slate Dragon first. Halfus does have an Enrage, by the way, so you won't be able to come in here with mediocre DPS, but the fight really isn't that hard. So we took the Nether Dragon and the Slate Dragon first. We blew Heroism right away, because what happens when you get those two guys down is Halfus gets stunned, and that is important because Halfus will put a debuff stack on your tanks, which will make them get hit very, very hard. And it won't be good. So we got down the Nether Scorn with Heroism, and the Slate Dragon is going down, going down, going down. Alright, time to do the Time Warp Dragon. Uh-oh, we have to get the boss over to taunt. We have to get the boss over to taunt. Someone's got to taunt the boss quickly, or the tank is going to, that's right, die. So we lost a tank early on in this fight because we overestimated ourselves with the stun. When those two dragons go down, he will get stunned, and he's going to take a 100% buff increase. The 100% buff increase, damage increase. The 100% increase is going to come from the Netherscorn, and the stun is going to come from the Slate Dragon going down. The Time Warp Dragon, all he does is he makes, I keep forgetting this guy's name. Halford, I think that's his name. If I just screw that up, that is really funny. Halfus, my bad. He makes his little pet dragon throw his fireballs even slower, so that's good. So now we have one tank, and he's still doing the stacking debuff. So how are we going to deal with that, you might ask? Well, as you can see, he's getting periodically stunned for a long period of time, so that is delaying the inevitable a little bit faster. After our tank died, we decided to go on with the run for experience, because all we did was read up on what the drakes could do. This was actually our second attempt. So we just wanted to go to see what abilities Halfus had, how much further we could go on into the fight, so we could see what was coming. Well, it turned out to be a completed run by some heroic deeds by our healer Cornpuffs. Now, he's going to do something epic later on in the video, and I'm not going to quite spoil what that is yet, but it's going to be awesome. Is it coming up right now? It's coming up very soon, but you'll see. It's going to be great. So now once the three dragons are down, you focus DPS on the boss, and he takes a 100% damage increase, so your DPS is just going to nuke the hell out of him. Even your tanks are going to pull like 18 to 20k on this guy, even more than that. It's going to be, he's just going to get stomped. So he's stunned. So right here, our healer Cornpuffs is going to take aggro and actually tank him right there and blow his cooldowns while our tank Zonk is over there getting the debuff off him. So we're healing one of our healers right now who's tanking. He's bubbling and stuff. He's a pally. So Zonk loses the debuff, and he goes back and tanks him. Now, if that's not clutch, I don't know what is. A tank dies, and a healer picks up aggro in a tank situation. And the other healers are able to keep him up. That is just awesome. That was so clutch. Cornpuffs is pro. So at about 50%, what's going to happen is he's going to do this, and he's going to periodically do 3 stuns in a row, which will stun everyone in your raid 3 times. Your casting will be interrupted, yada, yada, yada. So the only thing you can really do, the dragon's still going to be shooting down fire. In between stuns, just make sure you're out of the fire, or you're going to get ticks of damage while you're stunned and can't move, which is never good. So as you can see, we're coming dangerously close to the enraged timer now, and we barely beat it. In fact, we don't beat it because Our tank's down, and you might say, well, that doesn't matter that a tank's dead. Well, as I said, he takes a 100% damage increase, so even your tanks are going to be pulling 18 to 20k DPS. Everyone's going to be pulling over 20k, so it's the damage gets pretty substantial on this fight. This fight is very, very easy. This fight is easier than Omnitron, but it's not as fun as Omnitron. Omnitron is a great fight. This is an easy fight. This is a pretty nice fight. I'm not sure if we just got lucky with this one, but that clutch tanking by Cornpuffs and going at it pretty much 9-man for the entire fight was pretty awesome. So right here, we're about to hit the Berserk, as you can tell, and he's going to enrage. Now, mostly at this time we're going to wipe. Look, he's even like stunning the raid as he is about to enrage, but right as he's about to hit that enrage timer, it looks like it's coming up right about now. Yeah, right about now, he is going to get stunned. Look, he's stunned right as he hits the enrage, and we just nuke him down. Zonk runs over like way behind me, so when he comes unstunned, he has to run all the way over there to even hit him, and down goes the boss. That was a clutch fight by everyone, and a pretty lucky stun there right as the enrage went off, so we could just get that last little like 5 to 10% off him. So that was a really fun fight. Really awesome. There were cloth bracers a cloth belt that dropped, and an agi trinket, and my rogue friend Richie was nice enough to give me the trinket, so I got myself my first epic, guys, and we're out of time. I just realized that, so thanks for watching, guys.